If you're an Australian man with prostate cancer, if you care about an Australian man with prostate cancer, then the drug Xtandi, also known as enzalutamide, may come to play a part in your future. Enzalutamide costs more than $7,000 a month. If you need enzalutamide after chemotherapy, the PBS in Australia pays almost all of that cost. But new evidence has arrived that there are advantages in taking enzalutamide before chemotherapy. There is an expert committee which advises the government whether drugs should go on the PBS. That committee is now deciding whether or not to advise the government to put enzalutamide before chemotherapy on the PBS. That committee has asked that you, people who may be affected by this decision, let them know how this may affect your life, the life of someone you care for, or the lives of others who may follow a path you have already trodden. In this video, I shall deal with what I think is the most important benefit of having enzalutamide before chemotherapy. I will tell you why I think this is the most important benefit. I will tell you how to let the expert committee know how it may affect your life. Before I start, if you already know what you want to say to the expert committee and just need a link to their website, at the very top of jimjim.com, we've put a link there for your convenience. I am not a doctor. 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with a large, aggressive, locally advanced prostate cancer. Treatment with radiation and hormone therapy gave me a long remission. However, the disease has come back again, and I'm taking hormone therapy again. Hormone therapy is also called ADT. Given time, regular hormone therapy will no longer be able to keep the cancer in check by itself. Another treatment will need to be added. Today, on the PBS, I have no choice. Chemotherapy with Taxotere, also called docetaxel, is it. If my doctor advises that enzalutamide before chemotherapy is best, I would need to find thousands of dollars a month. There is an expert committee which advises the government on whether putting a drug on the PBS is a wise way to spend public funds. That committee, the PBAC, is looking at the case for enzalutamide before chemotherapy. The PBAC has asked for public comments on how that might affect you. They have provided a simple online form for you to do that. The PBAC is a committee of experts. You don't need to tell them the medical details of having enzalutamide before chemotherapy. What the PBAC wants to know is how the decision will affect you. From my point of view, and remember, I'm not a doctor, there is one thing that stands out. I'm talking about peace of mind. A durable peace of mind that lets a man get on with his life, enjoying his family role as husband or partner, father or grandfather or uncle, and his roles in business and in the community. In listening to dozens of stories from men who started with either docetaxel or with enzalutamide, peace of mind is harder to come by with those who started on docetaxel. Though doctors may properly say docetaxel is generally well tolerated, my experience is that most men take a hit from the treatment. The interruption of ordinary life for 4 months or 5 months, the hospital visits, the strong side effects, and the isolation needed to guard against infection all move the man from getting on with his life. On the other hand, most men who start with enzalutamide generally get on with their life as before, with just a few soft capsules a day and perhaps greater fatigue. So, if you can see how this extra raised quality of life will benefit you, someone you care about, or someone who is following a path you have already trodden, tell the PBAC in their online form. Tell them of particular things that will be available to you with this extra time at higher quality of life. Time to contribute to and to enjoy your family. As spouse or partner, father, grandfather or uncle. Time to enjoy family events. Time with friends. Time to travel. Time to contribute to the community or to business. Time to simply enjoy life. To do this, just go to gymgym.com. That's the word gym, 4 times, no spaces, .com. At the top of the page, there's a link to the PBAC that takes you to their online form. There is also a link to more detailed written information, including advice on how to fill out the form. The form needs to be completed by Wednesday, February 8, 2017. If you have a minute now, why not do it now? If you want to see more videos on advanced prostate cancer in the future, click on subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps. Think anyone else might like this? Share it by email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Comments or suggestions are welcome below. Thanks for watching.